Hello everyone. This is my second attempt doing this because the first attempt, well, it went for 40 minutes. Basically, welcome to 2021. This is obviously the second video of the year, but this is a review on 2020. Also, I'm going to be announcing some exciting things I'm going to be putting back in action near the end of the video, so make sure you stick around for that. But yeah, this is gonna video is gonna have absolutely no editing. I'm gonna try to keep it at least a 10-minute video. I can get carried away sometimes. So let's begin. So January began, and well, for everyone who lives in New South Wales and Victoria, you would have heard. I think every day you would have heard at least once a day you would have heard the word bushfire. That's because there was like bushfires in Australia. It was one of the worst ones. Obviously, Ash. No, nothing can beat Ash Wednesday, which was like the worst. It happened on one day, but basically it was along the New South Wales and Victorian border. Now I lived down the bottom of Melbourne, Victoria, so I didn't really see any effect. But I know that other YouTubers like Laserbeam did see the effect. Um, so yeah, that's kind of what happened in January. On to February. When I originally did this, I was gonna do. I didn't do like after I had everyone that like I'll do like 3 days of talk and then I look at the YouTube videos and then Twitch streams. Not gonna do that. Um. So, but anyway, on to February. So what happened in February? Let's see. Well, I went back to school, obviously. I started the only time where I would be at school for the term, and we also did the dance program. I can't say with school or with, but yeah, that was pretty fun. That was pretty fun. Um, we actually one night we actually snuck off. So I have a mate named Jack. I leave his Twitch down below in the description. But he didn't pay for it. But one night he snuck in. So basically, while everyone was like, the way he did it was, while everyone was getting checked off, basically he came in. We told him to wait outside, and one of us who had already got checked off came in with him, went back out, and then came back in with him. So that was pretty fun. He had a very good night now. So yeah, I'll talk more about that when I say it in March. February wasn't really that much of a month. On the March, dance happened. The dance continued. I actually think we stuck him in March. Whoops, daisy. Um, but that's really when COVID started. Like, we started hearing COVID over the television. Um, anyway, my dog is about to go nuts in a minute, and I don't mean that when I'm recording this. And there's also flies in my house, which anyway. Basically, March, we did that. The day that was meant to happen, it got cancelled due to COVID. So yeah, and then obviously April, half of it was holidays, and we began home learning. Um, so yeah, obviously I think April I took a break from YouTube. I then came back in May. I took very long breaks from YouTube. Um, Again, I'll explain what I'm doing this year in a minute. But April wasn't that much. I had my cousin. Obviously, I couldn't do stuff for birthdays. Like I had a cousin who had his birthday April 6th. My brother's April 19th. My mum's April 22nd. My dad's April 23rd. Then I have another cousin who's like April 26th. I think it was a crazy year. Crazy not year. I mean, it was a crazy year, but it was a crazy month. We also did home learning. I was in my room. Didn't we? I think I didn't. I didn't work as well there. Um, so yeah. May, not much in May, just home learning. June, we actually went back to school for 3 weeks, which was probably the worst idea that anyways happened because basically the COVID numbers are going down, right? They went back up when we went to school. So yeah. So they delayed semester 2. We didn't have exams, and that was when I did, and that was that, and then at the end of June, that was the last I did of history, as I'm not doing history next year. On to July, which was a holiday. We went back into online learning. We had to start doing online learning. It was a lot different this time because we actually had to have our cameras on, like our video cameras on. It was a particular. I had a teacher who was very strict on that. Oh boy, that was great. On to August, on my birthday in the middle of the month, August 15th. What's funny is usually on my birthday we actually have a mass, but my birthday's on Saturday, so I would have. So like, obviously I would It's like I was like happy because I would rather have it than have a mass. But at least ended up doing for about that's my birthday. Pretty nice. What else happened in August? Not much. I mean, we still continued online. September still continued online. Also, I started streaming my YouTube channel, there and there. But as in Tom 3, we had these things called weekly. No, not weekly. It was well-being Wednesdays, but it was meant to be a catch-up. I would use it to not really catch up, but one I would catch up in the morning, do stuff in the afternoon. Okay, September. We're almost September. Let's see what happens in September. Nothing much, Continue trying to provide content. I think we do it. And we finished up the whole time of online only on to October. Well, that was a year. That was a month of something. We still continued online only. However, that was the month I'm pretty sure that I began using Twitch for streams. Because I just think that Twitch, YouTuber. So now I'm like Twitch streams, YouTube will be video. So yeah. I just realized I'm in October and I've only been recording this for 6 minutes. This is gonna be a short video. But like I think next time I do this, there will obviously have more stuff because I would have done more stuff. Coming. My 2021 review coming December 31st, 2021. Hopefully. So yeah, so October I started using Twitch. It was actually pretty enjoyable. Obviously I started streaming a lot more, and my of course my screensaver turned on at that exact time. Thank God it did not stop with the recording. But yeah, that was pretty good. November. What happened in November? Oh yeah, beginning November beginning of November. We went back to school. We actually did exams this time. I did science for the final time. Got 50% on that. 50% exam. Like I was gonna go out with a bang. I got 50%. I got a pass. And I also actually got. And then actually, I'm not gonna say that because that's December. November, I tried to do much streams. Obviously, I had other stuff to do. So yeah. December came. We ended school on December the 4th, which is early. And I also actually got the academic achievement award for maths for the second half of the year. I was very surprised about that. Like I hadn't actually read I didn't really try maths until actually this year. To be honest. Or actually no. Here's what I did. I didn't try in my primary years. I didn't try in year 7. I tried in year 8. I sort of tried in year 9. But it was just because we did a lot of maths. But I really tried last year, and I think I only got one fail last year on one maths. It was in the 40s. Most of them were 60s, 70s. I got a 90 somewhere, and my final exam result was 75. And so that was that was good. There was probably someone who got 74. So okay. Now the reason I'm telling you all this, and this is because I almost this is a 10-minute video. I kind of had 3 goals for last year. One was to get not close, but to have more friends. I was never good at making friends. But that's a story for another day. Then my other one was get my L's. Obviously, I didn't do that. I couldn't do that because of COVID. And the third one was kind of get good friends with a girl. Yeah. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm probably gonna leave it at that. So yeah, so that was my 2020. I didn't leave. There was actually one thing I've just remembered that I left something out. But it's not really important. So yeah, I'm gonna. So this year, I'm gonna try to be not more consistent, but I'm gonna try to upload at least. I'm gonna try to stream at least once a fortnight, and upload a week. I was gonna say once or twice a week, probably once a fortnight. Probably in the holidays once a week, during school once a week maybe. But when exams happen, might not even get videos doing it. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try to use my actual camera more. So yes, that was kind of my 2020 experience. Good year, good year. Um, yeah. Oh, before I begin this, make sure you go to the Twitch teacher. There's a link in the description. It's like twitch.tv/blockstar21. Also, make sure you go join the Discord. Link in the description. I'll be using that a bit more occasionally this year. Something I actually haven't actually talked about, which I am actually going to talk about now, is that I'm actually going to be creating a fan-made Roblox TV show. Now, it's not a fan-made TV show. Like, it's not actually going to focus on a game. Like, it's not going to be the story of what happens at Walker Peace Mate. It is an original story. It's going to be a television show, 10 episodes in season 1. I've actually written a script. I think I've written a draft of the episode 1 script. I do have to pour it out. I do have to kind of extend it because I want them to be 20 minutes long. At the moment, I think it's sitting at like 17 minutes long. What can I do? See ya.